So I should be able to be. Here. Let's see. Hello, I don't know if this is working. Wait, can I cover, I can cover the light beam, but this the light. So janky. Okay. I have no clue what I'm doing. I just want I don't want to be able to see where my stream is going. But, okay, alright, we'll just go here, YouTube. I want to go to OBS virtual camera. There we go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we'll go here. Okay, so we are live currently. Here, cool. That is incredibly delayed. Wow. We'll go here. Okay. I want to go to filters. Okay, so we are live currently. Here, cool. Sorry. That is incredibly delayed. Wow. We'll go here. Okay. Here. I want to go to filters. Functional. Okay, so we are. Okay, so that'll hop off in a second, and it'll be able to be visible. So, we're unlocked, and we can see my screen here. There's my, I'm gonna try to shrink this some more, and get infinity up, this up, and get into the photos. I'm gonna get another version up, so that'll just be that'll go to the edited stuff. So a bit 60. No, wait, no, not 69. The last one I did was 6798. So 6798, which was that one. So I want to probably click into that. Always, I don't want to go to any of those other software. Any other software for this. This is the picture that I edited the other day, and here's some other people I took pictures. This is from up in New York, and yeah. So I don't. It's probably that one there. The next one, I can get something. I just shoe is here. Let's go look at his face. Zoom in. It's blurry. It's pretty grainy, and then all this back here kind of distracts in the image, and I can mask it and bring it down. I don't think the image is strong enough to start though, so none of these are really strong enough. That one can be something. So 6813. So 6813, go in and bring it into Affinity. Give it a second to load. Got a bottle of water here. We're in. Okay. So, kind of grainy already. So, getting a little bit closer. Bring up the luminance just a tiny bit to, and we'll use heel brush here just to give him the I'm the one who pays you treatment, even though I'm not getting paid for any of this. There we go. Wouldn't even know. So we're there. Okay, so I want to reduce this area up here. So I'll go. We'll wait for that. Highlights, I guess. Here, shadows, highlights down. It's too far. I want to bring my shadows back up just a tiny bit. Yes. I don't have my screen. No, I do have my screen brightness all the way high. Okay. Let's see. Clarity needs to come up probably because of when we bring the shadows and highlights together. So, well, apart on the screen here, but they're closer together in theory. Um, it's gonna create a gray effect-ish, and when we add clarity, it doesn't increase our contrast, but it does remove that graying effect. And if we zoom in some more, so we can tell the face is sharp, but and then all the background stuff over here is kind of blurry, but we can turn up our saturation just a tiny bit and vibrance. And yeah, clarity just a tiny bit. There we go. And then kind of maybe bring down our brightness. No, no black point. Don't reduce it. Those shadows though is the concern. I think we have to do masking to get any further with this. So time to exit and go to masking. Duplicate our layer. Yeah. Okay. Right. It's trying. It's trying. Okay. I know I duplicated the layer, but it's not appearing to duplicate the layer. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and hide that layer and use this bottom one here. Go into object selection. And you see it automatically highlights this pole background here. Give it a sec. It will work eventually. There we go. We got object selection. So you can see the hairs doesn't perfectly like, but yeah. So we'll go in here. I'm just gonna go all the way to the top left here and just kind of go around and like stuff like that. It's fine if it's not perfect. I just have my snapped edges on so I can just barely coax it into some corners whenever it's just barely off of it. Around some more. It's fine. It's fine over here. Come up the pole. It's close enough on the pole. Maybe just bring it in just slightly. It doesn't really need to be any closer on the pole. Okay, and then this side here. It's close. It's fine. I don't think it's really worth worrying about this tree area here. Um, I will actually get onto the edge here though. Let's see, it's holding the edge on this side too. Yeah, okay. So we're set. And then so we will click refine. Um, Selection, mask, apply. Um, okay. And then so since we no longer have that, so we'll bring it back into visibility here. Um, I want to go click here, develop, and that will only highlight the bright background here, and that will give me quite a bit of like room to work within. We don't have to worry about affecting really down here the image. So we're in here now. Bring the brightness down pretty much. Increase our black point. Increase our clarity a lot because that can also. I've seen this happen a couple times now. You start to see the clouds start to pop out and become visible. So let's say we just increase our contrast just a bit. Still bright. We can turn down our exposure. That's a lot there. And you can really see it. But I think that's too far. So we'll bring down just our brightness down a bit and kind of start to bring that brightness up there just to kind of negate some of it. It's going to make the clouds more interesting, even though they're not not as visible in the image. So, there we go. Got something. Now, in here and like down into the trees, it doesn't quite match perfectly, but it's better than where we were. Significantly better. Now, it is slightly blue, so I'm going to readjust that white balance a tiny bit here. There we go. And that's it's brighter, but it's not as blue now. So we can come further in. Okay. And we can click develop back up in the top left here. And we have picture. So before, all white and stuff, and now it's all visible. Now you can see a little bit of blackening around the edges, which it's not that bad. But I probably could have let that sit off a little bit farther and probably have it blur instead. But you don't really notice it too bad. This one's fine, I guess. You can see it darken the hair too. Could be worse. Go ahead and export and just go. So sometimes it has issues with Affinity Photo has issues with like when you export, it tries to create a larger file if you go directly to high quality. So you go to best quality and then you go down to high quality. Give it a second, and you can see now it's down to 1.4 that it actually reads out as. And that is actually the photo that it will come out as, not just an estimate. It's very close. It is an estimate, but yeah. Yep. Okay. There we go. And that photo's done. Okay. It's not the best. It's not terrible. Okay, I'm gonna kill the stream because I don't. This is boring. OBS. Stop virtual camera.